Ticats win their opener 42-20 over the Toronto Argonauts in the first ever game at BMO Field for the Argos. This game was close until Jeremiah Masoli decided it wasn't going to be close.
He went completely
anymore.
off.
Yeah.
He was LeBron James out there with a number of things that he did. That it was a 25-20, and then he took them on 2 drives. Was it 15 straight passes?
Yeah, 15 for 15. What? 176.
176 yards. One of them was 104 yards. Started on a 6-yard line. They responded to the Argos closing it with a nice drive, and then really responded with that one, with the long one. It was a really magnificent performance. I thought the offensive line was excellent, and Masoli did a really good job. I thought the flow on the offensive line was really, really good. The rollouts killed the Argos.
Well, look, coming into this game, there were some questions about this team, right?
Yep.
How would Masoli play? What would the defense look like with a bunch of new guys? And what would the kicking game be like? And I think, look, it's game 1.
Sure it is.
Let's not get excited about the whole 9 yards, but early returns are pretty good.
Yeah, all of the questions, I wouldn't say they're answered, but you certainly got some, especially the kick. Well, Masoli and the kicker. I mean, those were the most obvious ones. Mahar hit one, or Mahar, is that how we're saying?
Yeah.
Hit one, 2 coffin corners, but the one in the first quarter pinned the Argos so deep they just couldn't do anything on it. It should have been a 9-point play. It ended up giving them 2 points. Then they would have got a touchdown had there not been a penalty right after that. It would have been a 9-point play. They should have actually. I think Ken Austin was probably pretty angry at halftime because of all the penalties.
That's right. There were some mental miscues in this game, right? I mean, the 42-20 is going to sort of overshadow that to a certain extent, but there were some penalties, there were some mental mistakes, there were some lights going out in the middle of our video. But, there were some things I think that you'll want to clean up, right?
Yeah, it was the first game of the year, and there was a few things. There were some. I thought Ricky Ray. I don't know if it was him or the receivers. The Ticats did an awful lot of safety blitzing or halfback blitzing coming in. Not an awful lot, but enough. And I thought he didn't pick it up. I thought the line picked it up, but there was gaps in the middle and he didn't read it. So I just don't know whether. I mean, he'll get a lot better, and a lot of that was receivers not making the adjustments to where the hole was. But I thought the defense put enough pressure on him.
Speaking of defense, we should really skip over to Simone Lawrence.
Unbelievable.
Right? Because
how many of them were there out there? Somebody said, were there 6 guys named Simone out there?
Yeah. I mean, he had a pick 6, he had fumble recovery, he had 2 sacks, tackles.
Tackles on the short side, tackles
fumbles.
on the wide side, tackles in the middle. He was really something. He and Masoli were the players of the game, and Owens' catch, that diving catch in the end zone, and I thought Owens had a tremendous second half. And in the third quarter, the Argos were so worried about him, they doubled and tripled. There was one where for a touchdown, Masoli double pumped, drew the linebacker to and the cornerback and just threw deep into the end zone. It was really good play by Masoli, but also spoke to the danger that Chad Owens represents to a defense.
A good first start for the Ticats, I think. Make sure you check out 3 Now Nation. We'll have everything from the game, details from what this was like as well. And
good experience, eh?
Yeah, overall, I think a pretty good night. So for the Hamilton Spectator, 3 Now Nation, I'm Drew Edwards. He's Tim Milton. See ya.